What's up, dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel.
How's your mama and them?
They, them are doing great. So is my mother.
Good.
You recognize this trash? Oh, we bought it.
Stole it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good or a bad financial decision at this point, but Matt was selling everything. We bought his house, bought the ranch out there on the river.
The demolition resort.
Yeah, we bought that.
We bought his cars
Yeah,
and trailer.
he just sold everything cheap, and he wasn't really advertising it, so we just locked it down and bought it. But we're not going to focus on the other stuff. We're just going to flip that other stuff. We probably won't ever show you that, but we do have the car. So
And Matt is still alive. We got to see him a little bit from a distance.
yeah, maybe we can lure him back in with some cool eventually. We always ask him every time, "Are you coming back, dude? What are you going to do? You got to be bored, right?" And he's like, "Man, I don't think so. I think I'm done."
We might just need to twist his arm harder. We've only done one rotation. I think we need one more full rotation.
Yeah.
Where it just flops.
He's watching his kids grow up though, you know, and he's doing all the things that he couldn't do when you stay super busy. So I don't know. We'll see. But just know we're trying. The focus of today is to see if we can get a car that ran all the way until it shut off for at least the third or fourth time on this motor.
Yeah, like piston welded in the fourth.
Yeah, if you remember the last time we saw this car before it left, we dingleberry honed it. And it was pretty much done.
Yeah.
I don't know, did we put a piston in it?
We put one piston in it. The other it could have used two, but we put one because the other one was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did, that good machine job where you just put the piston down at the bottom.
That's pretty bad down there, dude. If any of y'all were cringing while we were using a razor blade and a MAP gas torch on the cylinder wall, it's because you should be, because you're not supposed to do that. Never do any of the things that you've seen before, during, or after this conversation with a 6-liter engine, okay? Up a couple of slugs in this thing. We need y'all to send them, so we've got them with 20 thousandths fly cut in them, just like the ones that are in it. They're not coated, not gonna matter. Mainly because this motor is going to explode anyway.
But then it went out and it did like, I don't know, at least a minute on the red line at 170 mile/hour wheel speed.
Yeah, this thing's got a 307 gear and it's something, 150, 60, 70 miles an hour. Won a couple of Burnout Rivals championships, at least 2 that I know of.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're not telling you anything you don't know, unless you don't know anything, and then I guess you know now. But we're gonna start by going over the basics on this thing, make sure it's got oil and coolant and stuff like that. We have not seen if the motor even turns over. Matt said that it locked up completely, like it was bad. His exact words, like it's done. So I don't know. We're gonna find out.
The oil looks still, that Schaefer still looks pretty good in there considering.
Yeah, it's got really good oil in it, and we overfilled it by a gallon. You can see it's like up to here on the stick. We did that because of RPM. This thing sits at 4,700 RPM, I want to say, is the limiter, 4,800, something like that.
Yeah.
But Matt just holds it in one spot continuously. Bran, 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 bran. So all the everythings on this have been cycled fully to the max. Got any coolant in that trash?
No, not that I can see. There's nothing.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, and there was no pressure under the caps. You know that's probably good.
It's fully popped. It's in the cylinder.
Yep. But it's got oil, which
So
is the main thing.
we got motor oil. We have that. Don't know if it's got diesel. Probably got water in a diesel because these old tanks leak.
It's got 3/4 of a gallon in its 1 gallon tank.
I don't see a bunch of water bubbles sitting on the bottom down there.
No, I think that's good enough.
I mean, let's be real. This thing's a piece of trash that's been exploded. So
yeah,
not expecting to fire it up and take it to town and get a cheeseburger kind of thing.
We've got the two things we need: 2 jump boxes and a can of starting fluid. Between those two, we ought to know if
It's gonna spin or not.
Yeah.
So we're gonna throw a couple jump boxes on it and see if we get any rotation out of the motor. It's 2 for good measure. By the way, these are gangster jump boxes. This is the biggest, most expensive one. We told the Matco guy we want the baddest one he had. We told the Mac guy we want the baddest one they have. They both have extremely heavy batteries down in there. I don't know what the amperage is good for on these things, 3,000 or 4,000 a piece. We should have enough amperage back there, unless Matt cranked the starter off of it and it just doesn't have a starter anymore. About to find out on that as well. See if we can get some key on power and see if we got any fuel pressure. You got power in the cab?
Yeah, his he wired hard to the battery,
Oh, yeah.
so it just comes on.
10-4.
I don't have a key,
Dadgum.
so we need to find that.
Okay, found the keys.
Found the keys, brother.
What's this say? Oh yeah, I knew that already. Yeah, I get a little nervous, but I'm basically, bro, that turned.
I think she'll run, bud.
Dude, crank it a little bit. All right, well, dude, that's so gonna start.
Can you see my face?
I can't see your face.
Whenever I talk, I just put my head out like this, because I'm doing this in here.
Wait, one more time, because it was dark.
I'm doing this.
Okay. Okay, dude, this is gonna be probably violent.
All right, I'll just keep my foot on the brake in case it takes off.
Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, well. Come on! Come on! Dude! Yes! God dang, yes! That trash is gonna run. Go ahead. Come on! Come on, you piece of shit! Do it! Oh my God, let's go! All right, well, starter's gonna burn off. Dude.
I think it's because it's low compression.
Yeah, I think it's low compression too. Here it goes. There's something that's not good. That's what that is a bad thing.
It's probably where the pistons in there are missing the parts that make it do what it needs.
Yeah,
And the
probably.
gasket between those,
Yeah.
like pushing ether into the other cylinder through the pop head gasket.
Bro, don't talk Come on. I wonder how hot the starter is. Is the water pump on? Oh, yeah. Hey, I can unplug the relay.
This pump right here, we need to.
Need a
God, that water smells like it's had a fish in there.
It's so nasty. There's the water pump right there. Where is the thing that plugs in? Oh, right there is the connector. You know, I don't know. This thing's got 1,000 pumps.
What's back here? Behind this razor blade.
just pipe?
That thing doesn't.
No, there's nothing that's happening there.
Okay.
That's a waste of life.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be dead.
Okay, it's extra ether, I guess.
Yeah, extra ether for sure for being like that. Now you get all that. Come on! Bro, does that count as running?
I think she's just cold-natured. I think that's all.
I
know
just
it's
keep
80.
wondering if it's gonna fire up and just like go full runaway.
I just wanted to
I guess
hear
I
it.
should probably have something ready for that, huh?
Well, I was thinking worst case I could do, I could put it in drive and we have our own burnout contest right here
Oh
until
my
something
God.
came apart.
Yeah,
I
until
wouldn't
it-
go through the office.
Until it burns all 3 gallons of oil out of the bottom end of the motor. You're gonna be here for 12 minutes. You don't have back brakes.
God dang, it'd be full red line.
Gotta be sick.
But if the video goes viral, it's all worth it. So let's let her eat. Worst case, you're gonna need to paint your truck when the turbine wheel goes through the bed.
Yeah, I guess I'll find a t-shirt or something to throw over the intake if it goes full dumb.
Yeah, phone book. Dude, I just wanted to hear it for a minute.
I know,
Do
dude.
it, you know?
Let me see. Let me pull this thing off. Even though I think that it probably leaks air through some of this. Because these have been over tightened to the max. Look at that. It's like a letter R.
You are a retard.
Hey, bro, this is it. Like it's got coke, burnt trash oil. Come on. Yeah, it's gonna like bend a rod out the side. Yeah, I'll try to spray a fine mist. Get it turning. Right there. God damn.
I think Matt burned us on this one. He told me it was good running.
Damn it. Also, this turbo is like not good. That's been barked so hard. It was like, so that's probably not good.
I reckon we're gonna have to pull it apart.
I mean, I'm saying, Dan, I knew it was popped. You know,
Yeah.
like I knew it was popped. I just wanted it to run.
Because every other time it's run, ultimately.
I think if we really, really wanted to, we could probably put a gas rag on it, like make it start run. I think once it was warm enough, it might run. And that's without any glow plugs either. And it's not exactly cold today, but it's like, I don't know, 65 over here in the shade right now, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, from a positive aspect, we do have a lot of money in parts. We have a full tilt 5R110 from Randy's in the same. It is all the transmission that you can possibly do to a 5R110, unless they've come out with something special in the last year and a half or year.
Yeah, that's fully built.
We've got a sick intercooler set up from Bell. We've got the oil cooler. We've got a bunch of stuff that needs cleaned out really well. We want to redo some of the piping. We're going to V-band some stuff, maybe put some bellows on some stuff.
And maybe go back to a single turbo because the sound of the single is
Yes,
It's
the sound of the
sick.
single was awesome and it hit so hard. So we know that the rear axle is good for doing burnouts, but it's never going to hook and stay together. It's an 8.8. So if you make that hook, it's coming apart. So we're going to have to do something about that.
We also have a title for this car, and Matt never drove it on the street, and that's something that we want to do. At least, you know, do something other than
Yeah.
just burnouts.
Yeah.
What do y'all think we should do with the car?
Yeah, exactly. Should we make this thing like a gasser?
Like in the
And-
front where, vintage, where it's all like kind of raked out in the front and it makes nasty hits at the track?
At least pick it up enough in the front end where the oil pan doesn't drag over every single bump where you could actually drive it. And then maybe we could go out and not that we would street race anything.
Well, in Mexico,
But-
maybe.
Yeah, I'd take it to Mexico and run something. See what's up. Or what? You know, I mean, we're not gonna make a boat out of it. It needs to
No.
be some type of automobile thing. But we were talking about, you know, trying to figure out a use for this thing so that, I mean, at least for cool content, it's too chopped up and custom of a car to do anything as far as a daily driver goes. But it would be insane to get it titled, registered, and insured, and be able to daily it though, right? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be so sick?
Drive it to Bernie's local car show or something.
Yeah.
Or even I was thinking NHRDA's back around. It'd be cool to go make a hit at the track. You know.
Yeah, it'd probably be pretty hard to make this car hook, but maybe we put the motor way up in the air where we could get some
Yeah.
weight on the back axle. You
We
know?
just have like a good power to weight. If we could just make it hook,
That's true.
You know, we would be like, I don't know. I think it's got tens in it pretty easy.
Damn, that'd be so sick and scary as hell to drive. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
do steering and brakes, that's for sure,
Yeah.
on this
Yeah, it
car.
has no rear brakes since it's only been a burnout car, so you don't want that.
Yeah. So anyway, it kind of ran, but we're definitely gonna have to push it around. What do y'all think we should do with this car? Leave a comment below. If you like what we're doing and you want to support the channel, go check out bunkerbranding.com. Search Holden Brothers. Got all kinds of
Get you
merchandise
some
that's there.
shirts.
We got some new merch that's gonna come out this year.
You know, get your hat.
If not, that's also cool. Appreciate everybody. Please like and subscribe. Share this thing around. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. We'll see you
Adios.
on this next time. Later.